Storm Chaser is an SBF Visa Spinner located in the Game Funtrackers in Corpus, Christi, Texas. This park has a high pay-per-play model, though they are experimenting with a season pass. But price aside, how good is the SBF Visa Spinner, and is it better than the other ones spread across Texas? Find out in this review. Funtrackers opened in 2000 on the site of the former Magic Isles amusement park in Corpus Christi. Located along 358, it is in prime position for those traveling from the downtown area towards Padre Island and the beaches. Funtrackers offers a mix of family attractions from mini golf to go-karts to an arcade, as well as some attractions such as bumper boats and a Himalaya. They have had a variety of coasters in the past, with originally having a Miler kiddie coaster before the Dragon coaster came in 2016. This coaster occupied a large amount of space, which is why there is some dead space around Storm Chaser, as Storm Chaser occupies the same plot of land but does not take up the full amount of space. Dragon coaster was a Wisdom's Ride Orient Express coaster with a double spiral. In many ways, I'm kinda sad this coaster still is not at Funtrackers. Although SBF Visa has been around since 1952, they seem to only have started making roller coasters since 1996. So that's when the oldest coaster in the roller coaster database, Den Allen Minster, at Tyson-Freud in Norway debuted. Then they sparked a wildfire of coasters in 2014 when they debuted their spinning coaster around the globe, with the oldest operating installments in the United States being Crazy Coaster at Silverwood Theme Park and Muddle Turtle at Pavilion Park. Although Siam Amazing Park markets their Boomerang as the most popular coaster in the world, Boomerangs only number in at 53 installations, whereas there have been over 130 installations of these coasters worldwide. With over 71 versions of the classic MX608 Park Model A, which is found at San Antonio's Incredible Pizza and is the version that Storm Chaser is. 22 MX609 3-loop models have been made as well, as a few more unique models, such as the version found at Alley Cat's Hertz, that are ultimately likely similar to the basic design of a figure 8 track with 4 spinning cars, though a third helix or loop, hence 3 loops, can be added, as well as cars that go upside down. Storm Chaser's location, next to the parking lot, helps get one excited for their visit to the park, especially if you're just here for the coaster. But upon my arrival, the coaster was closed due to a freak rainstorm that came and poured a lot of water on the area. This is the same storm that ruined my morning at Outlaw Pass, if you've seen that review of mine. The park did get the coaster dried and up and running, but the park was a bit vague as far as this timeline. Given that few guests were here on the weekday evening that I visited, this is slightly understandable, but it would be nice to have a bit more confidence in operations when one is paying so much per ride. Storm Chaser then broke down due to a hose malfunction after my first ride on it, and I had to wait around for an hour or so for the park to get it up and going so that I could get a second lap. As for the price, Storm Chaser, as well as most rides at Funtrackers, are $8 per ride. If you're just stopping for the coaster, this isn't terrible, but if you'd like to ride and do many other attractions at the park, this can get expensive fast. I go into more detail in my full review of Funtrackers, but you likely won't be able to game the system for a deal if you're looking to experience the whole park. Though if you leverage the free $10 card on your birthday through their email program, you could possibly get this coaster credit for free. Storm Chaser rode much better for me in the back, mainly because I got decent laterals on the turn into the station, so I would suggest sitting back there if you can, especially since you're paying per ride. After leaving the station, you go up a turning lift hill. You can get mild spinning during this lift hill, but likely won't get much, especially on your initial climb. At the top, the crest is rather forceless, as it is flat and straight. Then you have a turning drop. If you're spinning strongly, this can be slightly enjoyable, but likely you won't get spinning too fast, and the forces of the drop will just have you spin with the drop, which negates any decent laterals. It's also too drawn out to offer much of a drop feeling. Then there's the highlight of the ride, a quick sharp turn into the station at the bottom of the hill. In the front, you likely won't have much speed to get decent laterals here, as it was rather forceless. But in the back, this coaster seems to go faster than other versions, making the laterals here solid and enjoyable, which was a surprise given my overall dissatisfaction with this park and coaster model in general. After going through the station, you'll repeat going around the course many, many times, so that you can at least get your money's worth. Overall, how good is Storm Chaser? SBF Visa Spinners are some of my least favorite coasters, as they have a simple, forceless layout that does little. The turn into the station does hit nicely on this model that elevates it to one of the better SBF Visas that I've been on. I rank it right above Boomerang at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I call this coaster my nemesis as it beats me up. But it has a decent first drop, and the new trains help, making it place above a few lesser SBF Visa Spinners that I've been on. I place Storm Chaser right below Rolling Thunder at Big Rivers. The spinning car experience is superior on Storm Chaser, but having an extra version to try in the hamster wheel helps with variety, and not having to pay per ride makes Rolling Thunder just a bit better on balance. Have you gotten strong rides on Storm Chaser? Do you miss the Dragon Coaster? Let me know, and as always, Capcom Crap.